Alright guys, this is for all of you who want to learn a little more about trail shoulder external rotation, okay? Because I get this question a ton whenever I'm talking about it, because people have a very big difficulty understanding the concept. So I'm just going to make this video and upload it to YouTube, and I'll send the link out to whoever is interested in knowing what I'm talking about, and eventually I'll post just a small, quicker version of this on my actual Instagram feed. Basically, when we're talking about the shoulder externally rotating, okay, I want you guys to think of it in relation to the elbow, okay? Now, when we're talking about rotation, okay, your arm has two movements. It has this and that, okay? Now, this move here is when the trail shoulder externally rotates, okay? So what's happening is the elbow is coming in and the shoulder has an opposite motion of this because it's acting like a pivot. And so when the elbow comes in, the shoulder is actually going back. Right now I'm rotating the shoulder backwards, okay? This is external rotation of the trail shoulder. When we're talking about this in relation to the golf swing, okay? And you guys are going to understand this very quickly once I show you the demonstration. If I have a club in my hands, okay? And I take the club to the top of my backswing, everything is good, okay? I'm in a good spot, yada yada. The trail shoulder now has a couple of moves, okay? It can feel like the two elbows get closer together, okay? So when you do this move here, that trail shoulder is externally rotating, okay? So if I'm talking about this and I have this elbow feeling like it's coming inwards, what's happening is it's helping me shallow the shaft. Because if I'm here and I tuck this elbow inwards to externally rotate my shoulder, all of a sudden the hands come out and the club drops back, okay? If I were to internally rotate the shoulder, which would be this motion, okay, what I'm going to be doing is steepening the shaft, okay? So I'm going to put myself right back at the same spot I just was. If I were to internally rotate that arm and that shoulder, the shaft steepens, the hand drops, okay? So now look at my elbow in relation to my body compared to before. So when I'm back here, okay, if I'm doing this with the elbow and the elbow's coming in and feeling like it's getting closer to my lead side, I'm externally rotating the trail shoulder and I'm shallowing the shaft. So I go up to the top, I'm in a good spot, I feel like this happens. Now I'm doing an exaggerated motion. What's happening to the shaft? It drops behind me, okay? Now I'm going to go to the top and do the opposite, okay? So now I'm going to go to the top of my backswing and I'm going to internally rotate the trail shoulder, okay? And I'm going to do this. Now what happens? Not only did the elbow, rather than coming in, it's going out. Well, what happens is the force that I'm putting on that elbow and those hands, the hands drop and the club head gets steep. So if I were to go to the top of my backswing and now I internally rotate the trail shoulder, I'm doing this move here. Now no matter what I do, I'm fucked because I have nowhere to go. Excuse my language, but that's the reality of the situation, okay? So if I were to go to the top and we're talking about externally rotating the trail shoulder, I'm talking about this move here, and then all of a sudden now the shaft drops back. Now keep in mind that you can shallow the shaft all you want, but it won't help you if you have poor wrist angles or if your body won't pivot and rotate open, okay? The more your body can open in the downswing, the more you can get away with the club head being behind you. So if you can't open very well, I would not want to see this in your downswing because you're going to hit the biggest block of your life way to outfield, okay? If you cannot open, I would much rather the club head be somewhere closer to the hand so this way you can get away with hitting it at least somewhat straight. If you're here and you don't open and I try to come into the ball, well, look how far out I'm aiming with the club head, I'm toast. Now, if you can rotate, again, you can get away with the club head being further back, but I would like to see a little more flexion in the lead hand to get that face a little more closed, because the more I play around with my wrist angle, the more I play around with the club face. Now, if I externally rotate the trail shoulder to get the club head behind me, but I'm in a crazy extended position with my lead wrist, you can see that this club face is wide open. Despite the fact that the club head comes from the inside, that face is even more open than the path that ball is still going to slice. So you need to have correct wrist angles and you need to have correct positioning of your rotation in order to be able to get away with more shallowing of the shaft. So that's just a brief visual regarding external rotation of the trail shoulder. I hope that makes sense for all of you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, I guess let me know as well. And obviously, you know, the more you guys like them, the more I'll be posting them. So let me know.